Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Friday, May 13th, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams will be traveling to Copenhagen, Denmark for the period 16th to 21st May 2016 to attend the 4th Global Women Deliver Conference. The conference will be the largest gathering on girls and women health and rights in the last decade and one of the first major global conferences following the launch of the Sustainable Development Goals SDGs. The focus of the conference will be on how to implement the SDGs so they matter most for girls and women, with a specific focus on health, in particular material, sexual, and reproductive health and rights, and on gender equality, education, environment, and economic empowerment. The aims of this conference are to bring together more than 50 MPs from around the world in a parliamentarians forum during the 4th Women Deliver Conference. The Parliamentarians Forum will include 3 sessions, including targeted thematic power briefings on the major issues affecting women and girls, private interactions with key selected leaders who are delivering for women and girls, and presentation of groundbreaking legislative and funding initiatives which deliver for women and girls, resulting from parliamentary champions. Minister Brandy Williams is also expected to co-chair the conference on May 19, 2016, on emerging issues on women's health in the age of the Zika virus, women's and girls' health in humanitarian settings, and the politics of women and girls' emancipation. Earlier this week, a meeting of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Council on Drug Abuse Prevention was convened at the conference room of the administration building in Charlestown. Following their meeting, director of that council, Karimu Byron, explained the role of the entity.
We are responsible for assisting the government with regards to policies as it relates to the demand and supply of drugs and alcohol and other substances within our federation. We are also responsible for ensuring that we have the necessary human resources to address some of the challenges that we face with regards to substance misuse and abuse. We are responsible for research and generally all matters as it relates to substances within the Federation.
The Vice Chairman of the Council, Michael Morton, chaired Wednesday's meeting and described some of the organizations making up the Council.
We are ably represented by a number of organizations, from the Social Welfare Department, the Ministry of Health, Education, Police, Customs, Coast Guard, legal. So it's a broad-based council which has representation from all of these institutions.
The council will be undertaking a number of activities in the near future and employing strategies to reduce the scourge of drugs in our community.
We currently have 28 drug prevention specialists and 29 drug treatment specialists throughout St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, it is our hope that we'll be able to utilize these specialists to offer services within the communities, at schools, and different organizations so that we can try to curtail all the challenges that we are facing as it relates to the misuse and abuse of drugs. And we cannot do it alone. The government can only provide so much. But we are calling on the private sector and others to support our initiatives as we move forward to make St. Kitts and Nevis a better place.
The council was established in 2000 as part of the Drug Act passed in the federal parliament. The federal cabinet has announced that the Honorable Franklin R. O. Brand, Speaker of the National Assembly, has resigned his post due to health reasons. It was noted by a cabinet spokesperson that Mr. Brand had been facing health challenges for some time, which resulted in the proceedings of the National Assembly being chaired for some time by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Senator Michael Perkins. Commenting on the departure of Speaker Brand, Prime Minister the Honorable Timothy Harris indicated that the Speaker's loss will be impactful. Prime Minister Harris said history will record that it was the Honorable Franklin Brand who brought decorum, order, dignity, and democracy back to our Parliament. Prime Minister Harris further noted that there has been a vast improvement in the conduct of our national Parliament compared to what was a poor excuse for Parliament under the previous administration. It was noted by Cabinet that the election of a new Speaker will take place at the next sitting of the National Assembly. The Cabinet extends best wishes to the outgoing Speaker, Mr. Brand, for a full recovery and thanked him for his services to the nation.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new. Culturama 42.
Welcome back. Over the last 2 days, students from the primary schools as well as high schools participated in the 10th annual Votary Spelling Bee competition. Participants and supporters assembled at the Nevis Performing Arts Center for this annual event. Here is more in this report.
A total of 8 primary schools took part in this year's Spelling Bee, which was sponsored by the Dr. Lornette Mills Charitable Fund and Warner's One Stop Dry Cleaning and Laundry Services. During the opening ceremony, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Heath Glasgow, spoke on behalf of the sponsors.
On behalf of all of the sponsors, in particular the Dr. Lornette Mills Charitable Fund, I wish to declare the 2016 edition of the Spelling Bee competition, the school Spelling Bee competition, which is an annual event, officially open.
Emerging the winner was the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary, represented by Shade Bridgman and Lacania Pollard. Placing second was the Violet O. Jeffels Nichols Primary, and third, the Maud Cross Preparatory School. Also participating were the Joyceling Library, St. James's, St. Thomas's, and Charlestown Primary Schools, as well as the Nevis Academy. The award for Best Speller was won by Q. Diamond Herbert of the Joyceling Library Primary School. As this is the competition's 10th anniversary, the primary school Spelling Bee, which took place yesterday, Thursday, May 12th, was moderated by Trish Taylor, who won the Best Speller Award in the first Spelling Bee in 2006. Meanwhile, 3 schools participated in the secondary school's Spelling Bee earlier today. The Charlestown Secondary School, represented by Ursha Stapleton and Dahlia Slack and Shama Gishad, emerged winner. The Gingerland Secondary School placed second, while the Nevis International Secondary School was third. The award for Best Speller was won for the second consecutive year by Ursha Stapleton of the Charlestown Secondary School.
Teachers, principals, parents, I want to give you high commendation because you stuck to the task. 10 years ago, when we started the Spelling Bee competition, spelling was at an all-time low in our schools. We did not get it done overnight, but I am extremely proud to stand here today and when I sat in the audience and realized that our children were spelling in syllables. We have got it done. Thank you for sticking to the task and for really getting our students to where we are today.
The trophies and awards were presented by the patron of the event, Ellen Grant, who was the coordinator of the Spelling Bee from 2006 to 2015. I'm Fredisa Library reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Wednesday, 18th May will be observed as International Museums Day, and the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, in association with the Nevis Island Administration's Ministry of Tourism, wants to feature the New River Estate.
We're collaborating on taking a number of our children. Hopefully we should have a good response from some of our schools who are not so bogged down by examinations right now, to go to the New River and enjoy a couple of hours of reviewing, looking at the site and learning about the last sugar estate plantation that serviced Nevis. And International Museums Day, our theme is museums and cultural landscapes, and that's why we chose New River.
According to Executive Director Evelyn Henville, attendees to next Wednesday's event at the New River site would be able to get an oral history class.
We expect to have one of our seniors, Mr. Kelly, who will be talking to our children about the various pieces of equipment still remaining at New River. Also, the community knows how much NIA has effort that has been put into the preserving of the mill house. A new roof has been put on. We have established a visitors center, and so these are all in collaboration with tourism and the NHCS.
Additionally, the museums in Charlestown will be open to the general public free of charge, and Front Operations Officer at the Alexander Hamilton Museum, Tricia Griffin, outlined what is happening in Charlestown.
The Alexander Hamilton Museum is home to two magnificent displays. This room on my right displays the history and culture of Nevis. It is a self-guided tour, and across the lawn, same property, we have the Hamilton House, and that is a house that Alexander Hamilton was born in. He was the first Secretary of the United States Treasury, and he is also the person featured on the $10 bill. That room exhibits the life and times of Alexander Hamilton. So come on out and see what we have to offer here in Nevis. Nevis is filled with history. We have a rich history here that our Nevisians need to take part or be a part of. Okay, so come on out and visit both museums. One is at the Nelson's Museum, which is located at Bath Plains, and the Alexander Hamilton Museum, which is in the heart of town.
Every year since 1977, International Museum Day is organized worldwide around the 18th of May. Deputy Premier of Nevis and the Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, welcomed the move by the Four Seasons Resort to include St. Kitts and Nevis on one of its 2017 itineraries for its private jet's first visit to a Caribbean destination. Minister Brantley, who is also the Aviation Minister in St. Kitts and Nevis, told the Department of Information on May 12, 2016, one day after the announcement by the resort that the move is a welcomed development in Nevis's tourism. Brantley says it confirms the gains that our little Nevis has made as one of the premier high-end destinations in the world. He also states that he is pleased that Four Seasons Nevis has been included in this innovative luxury travel offering, and Nevis looks forward to welcoming our guests with our usual warmth and hospitality. According to the press release from the resort, the Four Seasons private jet takes the legendary Four Seasons service to the sky in a first-class private Boeing 757 that accommodates 52 guests. It will open doors to extraordinary adventures and memorable destinations while staying exclusively at Four Seasons hotels and resorts in every location. Brantley says that Four Seasons Resort Nevis will be one of the destinations on the 24-day, 9-country global getaway itinerary, departing March 16th and concluding April 8th, 2017. The release says the Four Seasons private jet will arrive in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis on April 2nd, 2017, to offer guests 3 nights to immerse in the laid-back tropical island paradise and Four Seasons Resort Nevis' renowned authentic Caribbean luxury. And that concludes this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.
Come on and do a little dance for me. If you're feeling nice and sexy, do a little.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new. Culturama 42.